नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर् गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 17th chapter. And today we are starting 18th chapter, which is the largest chapter with 78 verses. So when we understand in this 18th chapter, especially the first almost 1/3 of the 18th chapter, Krishna is focusing more on again the three modes of nature, like how in the 17th chapter we studied about food in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance, ahara. Then we studied about yajna, dana, tapa, karma, so all such things. So the first 10 slokas in the 18th chapter about the difference between tyaga and sannyasa, because Arjuna asks the question, the very first sloka what we are going to study in the 18th chapter, Arjuna asks the question about the difference between tyaga and sannyasa. And then Krishna is going to explain about this jnanam, karma, karta. Jnanam, karma cha karta cha tridaiva guna vedata. So the three types of knowledge and three types of karma, the activities, and the three types of karta, the performers. So based on the three modes of material nature. And then Krishna is going to teach us also about the dhriti, determination, and happiness, sukha. So all such things in the three modes of material nature. So everything we are going to study, and also buddhi, dhriti, sukha. These things in the three modes of material nature. So basically in the 17th chapter we studied like ahara, yajna, dana, tapa. So there is food and the sacrifice and then charity and austerity, all in the three modes of material nature we studied. And in the 18th chapter, of course, in the very beginning, Krishna also teaches us about the three types of tyaga. Three types of tyaga also Krishna is going to teach. Three types of renunciation. So based on the three modes of material nature. And then jnanam, karma, karta. There is knowledge, jnana, knowledge, and karma, karta, the performer, and the karma, the action, and karta, the performer. And then buddhi, dhriti, sukham. So all such things we are going to understand. So now we know that we are in this material world. So that means we are under the control of the modes of material nature. So now we need to come above these three modes of nature. So that means we need to follow what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita. So that means we need to follow especially what is Krishna teaching us in the mode of goodness. Because mode of passion is not good for us, because that's going to bind us to karma bandhena. Rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna sanga samudbhavam tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dekhinam. So tannibadnati kaunteya karma sangena dekhinam. So dekhinam means the soul, which has got the deha, the body. So it binds the soul to the karma sangha, to the karma, the actions. So that's what karma sangena dekhinam. So then Krishna is also teaching us that if we study and understand this Bhagavad Gita, like if you follow the mode of goodness, so that means that is going to bind us to jnana sangena. So the other one is karma sangena, the mode of passion, and whereas the mode of goodness binds one to jnana sangena. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakasakam anamayam. That is sukha sangena. Sukha sangena padnadi jnana sangena chanagam. So it binds one to knowledge and happiness. That is what the mode of goodness is going to do. The mode of goodness binds one to knowledge, sukha sangena, and then knowledge, there is happiness, sukha sangena, and then knowledge. So there is jnana sangena. So that way we need to come to the mode of goodness. So, but when we have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we do everything for Krishna, so we are going to be happy only. So that is Suddha Sattva. So that means we are freed from the three modes of material nature. So then we are going to be completely purified. So when we are freed means we are purified. That's what is very important. So purified from all kinds of materialistic associations, materialistic attachments. So that's what is very important. So we should purify ourselves, because these materialistic attachments only are binding us to this material veil. So materialistic attachment means we are controlled by the mode of passion. So that means karma sangena degnam. Whereas the tamo guna is actually, it's born of ignorance. So that's what Krishna is teaching us there. Ajnanajam viddhi. So ajnanajam viddhi means it is born of ignorance. That is not having the knowledge. Tamastu ajnanajam viddhi mohanam sarvadegnam pramadanasya nidra bigi tannibadnati. So it is pramada, alasya, nidra. So there is indolence, sleep, nidra is sleep, and laziness, all such things. So that's what is the tamoguna is going to bind us, the mode of ignorance. So that means definitely with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will have, especially when we have the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, our goal is to please Krishna. So focus everything on Krishna. So that way we will be bound only to Krishna. So that's what is very important. So Krishna Sangena. So that's what we should be bound to Krishna. So that's what is very important. So Jnana Sangena, Sukha Sangena means it is Krishna Sangena. So we need to know that Krishna is with us. He is there with us, the super soul, and Krishna is there everywhere. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we should never ever forget him, and we should keep remembering him all the time. So all such things can happen only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So by Krishna's countless mercy, we have successfully finished the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So what we studied last week in the 17th chapter, Krishna is teaching us, like in the last 4 slokas in the 17th chapter, what we studied. So in the sloka number 25 in the 17th chapter, Krishna is teaching us there. Tadditi anabhishamdaya palam yajna tapah kriyaga dana kriyascha vividaha kriyante moksha kankshi bigi. So that's what Krishna is teaching us about, that dana kriyas. So tad, like om, tat, sad. So in that tad, when we do the tad, that means at the time of performing the yajna dana tapa kriyaga. So that means anabhisandaya palam. So that means unattached to the results. So anabhisandaya palam, not expecting the results. So yajna tapaha kriyagam, dana kriyascha. So one should perform the sacrifice and austerity and the charity and everything, vividaha, all these different types of things. Kriyante moksha kankshibhi. So one will do desiring the moksha, desiring the liberation. So that's what moksha kankshibhi. So that's what tat. So that means om tat sat means we are offering everything to Krishna. So without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, and charity with the word tat. The purpose of such transcendental activities is to get free from material entanglement. So then in the next sloka, what we studied, in the sloka number 26 and 27, sad. So about sad, what Krishna is teaching us. So, sadbhave sadhu bhave cha saditi etat prayujyate prashashte karmani tatha sachabdaga patayujyate yajne tapasi dane cha sthiti sadditi chochyate karma chaiva tadartiyam sadditi eva vidiyate. So everything belongs to Sat, that is eternal. So that is Krishna. Om Tat Sat. So that Krishna, Om, Krishna is Sat. Krishna is eternal. Satchidananda Vigraha Sat. So that's what Sadbhave means in the sense of supreme, and Sadhu Bhave means in the sense of the sadhu, the devotee, and Satyati etat prayujyate. So they use the word Sat. So is used when you are performing this Yajnadana Tapa Kriyas. So prasaste karmani tata sat shabdaga pata yujyate. So that sat shabdaga. So that the sound of sad, that's what sat shabdaga. So that is yujyate means it is used. So it is used. And yajne tapasi dane cha sthiti sadditi chochyate. So that sad is situated, sthiti means situated in the yajna, tapa and dana. So that's what it is there. And karma chaiva tadartiyam. So that's why one should perform all the activities for Krishna. That's what tadartiyam means. It's for meant for supreme, for Krishna. Sadditi eva vidiyate. So the absolute truth is the objective of devotional sacrifice, and it is indicated by the word Sat. The performer of such sacrifice is also called Sat, as are all works of sacrifice, penance, and charity, which true to the absolute nature are performed to please the Supreme Person, O son of Pritha. That's what Krishna is teaching here. So Om Tat Sat. So then in the last sloka, in the 28th sloka, what we finished last week, Ashraddaya hutam dattam tapas taptam kritam chayat asadit yuchyate partha nachatat pretyanaiha. So a person who is offering without any faith, so is performing all these things, tapas, taptam, kritam, so there is both doing sacrifice, yajna, so then tapa and tapas, taptam, all such things. So when a person is doing without any faith, so that is known as asat ityuchyate pata. That is not known as sat, that is known as asat. Asat ityuchyate pata. And it is not going to help him in this life or in the next life. Nachatat pretya naiha. That's what Krishna is teaching. So anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called asat, and it is useless both in this life and the next. So then next what we are studying the slokas for this week. So in the 18th chapter, the very first sloka, Arjuna is asking the question. Arjuna uvacha Sanyasasya makabaho tattvamichami veditum tyagasya charishikesha pratakeshini sudana. Arjuna Vacha, Arjuna said, Sanyasasya Mahabhago, O Mahabhago, O mighty aunt. So Sanyasasya Tattvam Ichami Veditum. Sanyasasya Tattvam. So the truth about sannyasa, the philosophy about sannyasa. That's what sannyasasya tattvam veditum. To know that, so to know about the philosophy about sannyasa, the fact, the truth about sannyasa, ichami, I desire, I want to know. I want to know about the, I want. Ichami means want. Veditum means know. So I want to know about the philosophy about sannyasa. And Tyagasya cha Rishikesa. Also, I want to know about Tyaga. Tyagasya cha means about Tyaga also. And Pratak, case in Ishura. Pratak, the differences between the two, between the Sannyasa and Tyaga, which I want to know. So that's what Arjuna is asking. So for that, now Krishna starts answering in the next sloka. So here Arjuna, what he is asking? Arjuna said, O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation, that is Tyaga, and of the renounced order of life, Sannyasa. So, O killer of the Kesi demon, master of the senses. That's what Kesi Nisudana, Krishikesha. So that's what killer of the Kesi demon and the master of the senses. And next Krishna starts answering. So from now onwards, so next 72 slokas. So that's what until 72 slokas, Krishna only is going to basically in the 18th chapter. So the very first sloka, Arjuna asks the question. So afterwards, Krishna, this is the 72, sloka number 72, Krishna is saying that, O son of Kuta, O conqueror of wealth, have you had this with an attentive mind, and are your ignorance and illusions are now dispelled? So that means 71 slokas. Starting from the second sloka to 72 slokas. So that means 71 slokas. Now Krishna is going to continuously talk. So then only at the end, Arjuna talks for one sloka, he answers. And then Krishna, then after Sanjaya takes care of the remaining last few slokas. So in the second verse, Sri Bhagavan Vacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sannyasam Kavayo Viduhu Sarva Karma Padatyagam Prahu Tyagas Vichatyagam Vichakshanaga. So that's what he is using. Pragus Tyagam Vichakshanaga. So Sri Bhagavan Vacha, the Supreme Personality of God said, Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam. So that means all the activities which we do with the attachment to the results. So that's what, to enjoy the results. That's what Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam. Nyasam means giving up. So giving up, that is renouncing such activities which we perform with interest in enjoying the results. So all such activities should be renounced. So that's what the learned people, Kavayo Vidu. So they know, the learned people know that. So they know that giving up all the activities which are meant for sense gratification, that should be given up. Whereas others, the Vichakshanagam, so here is Kavayo Vidu, the Vichakshanagam means the experienced persons. So they say that Pragus means they say that Sarva Karma Palatyagam Tyagam. So Sarva Karma Palatyagam is known as Tyagam. So that means giving up all the results. So renouncing all the results of the activities. So that's what they call it as Tyagam. So whereas giving up the activities which are meant for sense gratification, that's what the learned person, they call it as sannyasam. Whereas giving up all the results of the activities, that's what the experienced people call it as Tyaga. So that's what Krishna is teaching there. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the giving up of activities that are based on material desire is what great learned men call the renounced order of life. And giving up the results of all activities is what the wise call renunciation. So we need to understand the difference between sannyasa and the tyaga. So then Krishna is continuing there. Tyajam dosha vadityeke karma prahu manishinaha. So, tyajam dosavaditye karma prahu manishinaha. Yajnadana tapaha karma natyajam karya natyajam iti chapare. So, tyajam dosavadityeka. So, one should give up the activities as false. Dosavat, as evil. So, all the activities. So, that's what the most great thinkers, Manish Nagam, they call. So, they say that all the activities should be given up. So, karma. So, tyajam karma means giving up the activities. So, one should give up all the activities as false, as they are evil. So, like that, one should give up. Dosavadityeke. So, like that, one group of people. Ek means one group of people. So, the great thinkers. So, they say like that. But the other group of people, chapare means the other group. So, they say that yajnadana tapaha karma natyajam. So, one should not give up the activities of yajnadana tapaha karma. So, that's what is very important. So, Krishna is saying in the last sloka and this sloka and all, the one group says, other group says like that. But what Krishna is saying is very important for us. So, that we are going to study in the 5th sloka. So, that's what in the 5th sloka we'll study, Krishna is going to say. So, here in the 3rd sloka, Krishna is saying that some learned men declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up as faulty. Yet other sages maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. So then in the next sloka, Krishna is saying in the 4th sloka, Nishchayam shunu me tatra tyage bharata sattama tyago hi purusha vyagra trividaha samprakirtitaha. So, Nishayam Shunume Tatra. You hear from me for certain. So, that's what Nishayam Shunume Tatra Tyage, about Tyaga. O Bharata Sattama, O best among the Bharatas. So, best of the Bharatas, you hear from me. So, in the previous sloka, Chapare, so others, AK, the one group. So, they say, Kavayo Vidhu, Vichakshanaga. So, that's what Krishna said in the 2nd and 3rd slokas. But here Krishna is saying that you hear from me for certain. Nishchayam Shunume Tatra Tyage. You hear from me about what is Tyaga. Tyage Bharata Sattama. Tyago hi Purusha Vyagra. Oh, tiger among men. That's what Purusha Vyagra. Tiger among human beings. Tyago hi Trividaga Samprakirtitaga. There are 3 types of Tyaga are there. So that's what in the beginning I mentioned, that there are 3 types of Tyaga. So based on the 3 modes of material nature. So that Krishna will teach us in the 7th, 8th and 9th slokas. So that's what we are going to study next week. So so Krishna is saying about is going to tell in the from next sloka. Krishna is going to tell us about what he says. So what others says, Krishna said. Now what he is going to say in the 5th sloka, Krishna is going to start giving us answers. So best of the Bharatas. Now here my judgment about renunciation. O tiger among men. Renunciation is declared in the scriptures to be of 3 kinds. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 4 slokas in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Brinda Mataji. Hina Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ganesh Udupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Brinda Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so much for the class. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Really feel very connected after hearing the class, encouraged, and we are moving forward. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ganesh Udupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Thank you, Prabhuji. No questions, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So the renunciation is, we cannot, Krishna says now we cannot avoid doing work.
Yajna dana tapa karma, we should not give up.
Yajna dana tapa karma. So
it means every work we do, it should be as an offering unto Krishna, Yajna. In the 4th chapter, we studied at length about Yajna. Yes, sir.
Without expecting the results, fruits of actions. So that is real renunciation.
Yes, Prabhu.
But sometimes we expect while planning, Prabhuji, that should happen like this.
It should be.
I am telling my students, you just send a paper, research paper, but don't expect whether it is accepting or not.
Yeah,
Not accepted, try another.
We should not be attached to the results. Yes, Prabhu.
Some people are very sad. If the paper didn't accept, they will be very sad.
We have to do it for Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We have to do it for Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. K.V. Ramesh Ji Rajgira Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Are you able to unmute? Kasturi. Hare Krishna. Kasturi Mata. Are you able to unmute? Hare Krishna. Kasturi. Mohanan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Kasturi. Pranam.
Hare Krishna, sir.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Kasturi. Hare Krishna.
Sir, நான் கேட்டேன் ஆனா எனக்கு இங்கிலீஷே புரியல.
சரி, நான் அப்புறமா நான் பேசுறேன். இன்னைக்கு கண்டிப்பா நம்ம பேசலாம். சரியா? ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.
சரி சார்.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. கண்டிப்பா. மோகனன் பிரபு. ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Pranam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the class, Guruji. It's a new chapter now. We should concentrate now on the new chapter. Today onwards, I'll do that.
18th chapter. 18th chapter we started.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. It's very nice class. Excellent class. Thank you for all your effort, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Pranam Prabhu. SK Garg Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Today I am really feeling excited that this 18th chapter, which is the complete summary of whatever we have learned so far, that has been concluded in the best possible way, Guruji.
Yes.
And
yes,
when we are going to understand the difference between sannyasa and tyaga, and in fact, if we learn something about it, that it is better to be as a tyagi, not as a sannyasi. That is necessary.
Very nicely Krishna is explaining. Arjuna asked an excellent question and Krishna is answering us completely, so much in detail. Yes, bro.
Very, very much. Very apt question, Guruji. And in fact, this is the dilemma of all of us, any human being.
Yes.
We think that we leave this thing completely and then we'll be happy. No, but it's not.
We have to do yajna, dana, tapa, karma, because Krishna is next to sloka. We are going to study that yajna, dana, tapa, karma, natyajyam karyam eva. We should not give up. We should not give up such activities. That's what is.
Great knowledge, Guruji. Great knowledge. And in many times we tend to give up the karma just to fear about its outcome. But the thing is, we have to keep on doing it. And I think next 70 sloka, that is from 2nd to 71, these will be explaining this difference.
So much knowledge we are going to get, bro. So much. Krishna is explaining. We are so very fortunate, bro. We are getting all this knowledge.
We are yes, very fortunate. Guruji, and thank you very much. We are getting this knowledge through you by Krishna's mercy. Thank you very much.
Your friend Sujit Jha Prabhu also joined. I think he was not there. He introduced and he joins often. Yeah, today also I think he was there earlier.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, he is working with me and very nice.
Yes,
very intelligent.
Yes.
But the fact is, he is in a. I don't know whether he is available right now.
No, he's not.
His case is almost he's tending to stop the karma. He while fearing something. I mean, he is a bit present circumstances. He is having something in his mind, And this knowledge will be very great for him.
Studies Bhagavad Gita, then you'll understand everything.
Yes. Yes.
Knowledge of Bhagavad Gita will give us.
Yes, Guruji. And in fact, this will make us the fearless also. What is the first quality of the divine people?
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. R.K. Goyal, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Father Danvat Pranam Guruji.
Dhanyavad Pranam.
I have missed again today's class, so I just joined to say you Hare Krishna.
Yes, you can follow through YouTube. Yes, YouTube.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much for this constant interaction. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
By the
Pranam.
classless mercy of Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
we are starting 18th chapter in Bhagavad Gita today. Bhagavad
Yes,
Gita, the Raja Vidya.
Yes,
In the introduction to 18th chapter, in your lecture, it was told that it deals with the three modes of focusing on three modes of nature. And San, Buddhi, Dhruti, Sukha. These things are to be explained in this chapter. And among the three types, Krishna is teaching us in the mode of goodness. The mode of goodness binds us to Jnana Sangena and Sukha Sangena. That means knowledge and happiness. Whereas the three modes of nature we have to detach from that, which then only we will get purified. Tamoguna is born of ignorance, ajnana, and it binds us to pramada, laziness, sleep, etc. So ultimately, we should be bound to Krishna Sangena. That is what is told in the introduction. And in the earlier 17th chapter, Om Sat 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 has been described in the three slokas. And today's 18th chapter, very first sloka, Arjuna asked Krishna Paramatma about the truth about sannyasa, that is renunciation, and truth about tyaga, and the distinction between these. In the second sloka of 18th chapter, Krishna Bhagavan says, wise people give up, they want all the activities which are leading to results to be given up. That is sannyasa. Whereas learned people, they say that sarva karma phalatyaga, only the fruits of the actions to be given up. In the third sloka, again Krishna Paramatma says, one group of people, that is these wise people, say that once you have to give up the karmas, whereas the other people say no. Yajna, dana, tapo, karma should not be given up. Only their fruits are to be given up. And the fourth sloka of 18th chapter, Krishna says that about Tyaga, you hear from me. There are three types of Tyaga, and which is to be continued in the consequent slokas. Everything nicely told. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you for summarizing everything. Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare.
So today we have started 18th chapter. That is the last chapter, and many slokas. And anyway, the first four slokas itself is interesting to start with, and whatever in general people says, that has been told in the second sloka, if I am right.
Yes.
Generally, whoever don't want to take all the risk of doing something and then forgetting the result. Instead of that, don't do anything and go to the yellow place and do this thing. And that is the one which is sannyasa. Many people take to sannyasa by that way, because
Yes.
they don't want to, really they don't want to take up the day-to-day life problems and then
Yes.
forget the results. Whereas whoever is not possible, they do the second thing. That is very, very clear, really speaking. And we will see what Krishna says regarding that.
Exactly. What Krishna is going to say, we are going to study.
Yeah, that we will see. And then, anyway, this itself is the.
Next week we will
normal.
study.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prakash Prabhu, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Are you able to unmute? Satyendra Singh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Interesting beginning of the chapter. When Krishna started explaining the sannyasa, really renunciation of all the karma for phal tyag is desired, but yajna dan tapa karma is to be continued. It is not to be renunciated. That is the wise man's. Really interesting learning, interesting beginning of this sloka in this chapter. Thank you, Guruji, for these wise words and interesting interaction. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Krishna.
Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hello.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Guruji, today I missed the class. I have some guests at home. Yesterday also I missed because of that. So I will catch up. I listened to Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu's and Panyapan Prabhu's talk. So I got some idea. And I will listen to the YouTube and catch up.
Yes,
Very happy that we are starting the 18th chapter, which summarizes entire Bhagavad Gita. So every Sunday we'll get like full essence of the Gita. And
at least 4 more months, it is 78 slokas.
Yes. And also parallelly, we'll be going to do the 8th chapter. So it's very good, Guruji. Very happy about it. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness every day. Hare Krishna to everyone and Hare Krishna to you. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Subbalakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare.
Hare.
Today class is very nice, Prabhuji. Was starting 18th chapter. But in the 17th chapter, you say some slokas, no? In that, Om Tassat, whatever you say, Krishna Arpanamastu,
Yes,
before we use that word, we use that word, yes or no?
Yes. Om.
Then
Om
only
should...
we say Om Tassat Krishna Arpanamastu.
Yes.
But I am saying always Krishna Arpanamastu. That's why I'm asking for you. I want to verify that.
Say Om Tatsat. Yes.
Om Tatsat Krishna Arpanamastu.
Yes, Mother.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Today we are not doing that much of Tyaga, Phala, Yajna, Dana, Tapakarma. We are doing so small, little bit of we are doing. But what Swami says, we are not do that much of Tyaga, Karma, Phala. So thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram, Hare. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Yes, Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Anita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class.
Thank
Very
you,
much.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Ram.
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Namaste.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna. Dandavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama.
Tumbo Nandri, Hare Krishna.
Nandri Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
एक मिनट है। हरे कृष्णा
Hare
प्रभु जी।
Krishna, Sunil Shivas Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। हरे
Dhanyavad.
कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 राम।
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
ये लेके जाके दे दो अंदर, जाओ तेल।
Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, by mistake I pressed your name, Prabhu.
Okay, Guruji. We are closing now.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Okay, okay.
Hare
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. we will again see next class on Tuesday.